Hello and welcome to the 27th day of the 30-day countdown towards the Rhythm of Our Hearts immersive experience. And I hope that y'all can catch this and watch this special episode. This is the first of 6 interviews that we'll be doing with the facilitators. And I'm excited to start off with our first facilitator, which is Rachell Willey. And she is coming to you to share about um, her she is going to be speaking on, and why she is choosing to do this particular workshop. So Rachell, can you give a little bit of information about who you are? And while I try to find this on live.
I am Rachell Willey, and I am the founder of Elemental Balance. I'm a Reiki master, a breathwork facilitator, and an ordained minister for all of you ready to tie the knot, get married. I'm looking for my first one. Come on, you guys.
I love it. I love it. Yes, that would be awesome for you to officiate your first wedding.
Yes.
Are you going to be open to do other celebrations, like celebration of life, a baptism? Are you open for those?
Why not? At this point in my life, I'm ready for just about anything. Just about.
Ooh, yeah, that's just a comment that you just gave to the universe.
Yeah. That's I did add just about in there. So I'm going to be speaking about romantic partnership and creativity. And the reason I chose those, or the options that were given, those two stood out the most to me because I feel that that's where I lacked the most in my own life.
Yeah.
Was romantic partnership and creativity. So I figured this was my opportunity of creator, source, God, whatever you'd like to call him, them, it. That's the direction that I was kind of being pushed. So we'll just.
What did you think about that push?
Well, like I said, right now I'm in the. All right, what do you got? Before it was, all right, what do you got now? Now it's, okay, I'm ready. What do you got for me? So I'm trying to get out of that mindset of, okay, geez, what next? But it's been a great healing journey for myself. And I love the fact that, this is going to be my first talk. So, and I think I chose wisely on it. Because it helped me to go in myself and realize, I've kind of been single for 17 years. So romantic partnership, I had to really, really think about it. But there's a lot of creativity in finding that romantic partnership with yourself. Because I feel like, you gotta have that romantic, that space for yourself before you can have any relationship with anybody. So,
yeah,
I mean, that's why it speaks to me the most, and why I chose it.
All right. So we have one of the board members logged in as the Holistic Healing Alliance and is watching. So whoever you may be, if you want to log back into your account, I don't know if it is, well, yeah. So, because I have tagged people, hoping to get the rest of the facilitator team here with us, because this is such an important event, and to understand that there is, oh, hi, Ren. Ren's under Holistic Healing Alliance. Why we're each of us are stepping up to share this, because this is a passion project. This isn't about, okay, we want to put this event on because, well, someone told us to, or this is a series of topics that would resonate with certain people. There's a lived experience behind each one of us as we step up into sharing what we're going to share. So your journey has been, I've been privileged to witness a lot of your journey in the last, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years. And so the healing that you have done is really profound. And just last week, there was another piece of what I experienced, but it was my healing. It was my healing in
You're
relation.
welcome.
Yes. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome, Mama Bear.
Grammy Bear. Grammy. Well, for you, Mama.
Grammy Bear.
Yeah, I'm a Grammy Bear. So it was that my desire to protect everybody because you're vulnerable. And that's not right. That's not my place. You didn't ask me. I didn't even ask you. It was just, okay, I'm going to protect you. But how do you grow if someone is protecting you like that? And that really knocked me on my ass to start reflecting on my behaviors in a lot of relationships. So thank you for that.
Well, just so you know, I have noticed that I'm kind of getting the feeling that there's not a whole lot of people that have a lot of faith in me. And then witnessing how you felt that day, now I'm like, God damn, now I really gotta step up and prove to her that I can do this. So, yeah.
And the thing is that I never doubted that you could do it. But I wanted to hover underneath you. You can't see my hands. Hover underneath you and be that invisible net to catch you or to stop your fall enough time to help you stand on your feet instead of letting you fall how you're going to fall, because those are the lessons that you need in order to stand up and be stronger. And Ren says she has faith in you. And it's true, right? Is that I too have faith in you. But I allowed my lived experience to cloud what I was protecting you from, but it wasn't my place. And it has no reflection on you at all, right? It's all about me in that, how I was positioning myself towards you. And that was wrong.
Well,
It was totally wrong.
I'm glad that I could be there for you for once, because you do so much for all the rest of us.
Well,
so
thank you. But it's a give and take. It always is, So and I was mentioning to Monica earlier today how you presented yourself on yesterday's live, and it was totally different than I've ever seen you before. The confidence, the way the things were rolling off your tongue immediately, because I know that was one of your concerns. And you were eloquent and you were impactful. And with some of the things that you shared, and I've got to process that video off of YouTube to give you those clips so you can use them however you want to use them, right? But powerful. And that's just a portion, I know, of what you're going to bring to the event, because you are a powerful being. And I know some people are going to say, well, that's just a crock. Well, you can kiss my wild Hawaiian ass too. However, you are powerful. You are impactful. And this is going to be a freaking amazing event. So Amy did join us, and she tagged one of her friends, actually, hopefully a vendor at our event. Yeah. So as you're thinking about, and you're pretty up on the top of the lineup for presenters, what are you thinking about how the entire event is going to flow?
I think it's going to be amazing, because I know who's going to be presenting, and we're all so different. So that's what's going to make it amazing. It's going to make, we all have different topics, different views on life, different views on how we think, different talents and gifts. So it's going to be really interesting to see how each one of us, we all incorporate, together and work together. And I'm really hoping that we, adopt some more people in to the HHA.
I hope so too. I really do. And there is going to be more of a recruitment in that arena. So our collaborators within Mingle, they're going to start the process of doing recruitment and conversation with the people who answer the call. And it's going to be really, I think it's going to be a process that is going to produce people who are interested in being part of what the HHA is evolving into. We have already pretty much solidified who we are and what we do, and it's just how we're presenting this now in the pop-up wellness hubs and these community events that we host is going to be the difference in the healing that we offer to the people to say yes or no to their own healing, because we can't heal them. That's not our job. We can expose them to healing techniques and give them ideas of what to do, but they are their own personal healer 24/7. Hey, Mary, welcome. Did I welcome you, Amy? Watch right on, Mary. Mary is watching. So that's cool. Thank you for all of you being here. So put in questions for Rachel if you wish, or comments. And then what about, because you have been on a journey of saying yes, it's almost like you made a pact with the universe or Gus to say yes to whatever was presented in front of you. Is that accurate, or is there more to it?
That's pretty accurate. I'm trying to remain open instead of hiding and running away. And that is a typical, when I feel uncomfortable, I still have a tendency on some things that I want to kind of back up and as you can see, you want me to talk? I can make all kinds of faces. Oh my God. I can say all the stuff, Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that inside. I can't use my mind voice. It always just kind of comes right out. I think that's the Sagittarius in me. It just, I don't know. I love where I'm going and the feeling that it gives me. So I am open for almost about anything that comes at me.
I was going to say, be careful how you put those words together. The universe is listening.
I'm trying not to say no when opportunities are presented to me. I'm really trying not to. And that's hard for me too, because I'm also it's difficult for me to say the word no to people. I am a giver. Give until there's nothing left in me, give. And I am just now coming into that part of my life where I am able to receive. And that's going to be a big part of my talk on the 27th. And being able, how do you not have, how can you have a relationship with somebody? I don't know. If you can't communicate, you can't say no. No, I don't want anything tonight. Thank you. No. Instead of just giving whatever they want to make them happy. That was always a big one for me. And you always get kind of left behind. And that's not a good energy. To me, I feel that it should be a shared energy, and there should be a lot of respect there. I completely went offline from what you asked me.
No, this is organic. This is the way it's supposed to go. There's only one question to start off the conversation, and how it daisy chains is how it was supposed to be. So there's no right or wrong. There just is, right? So Amy says, hi, Rachell Willey. And Ren says, the world needs your blunt truth.
Oh, well, wait till you get a hold of Ren. There'll be some blunt truth in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do need to speak my bluntness. And unfortunately, sometimes that worries me because there's like, I got this, like at work. When I'm at work with the guys, I say, listen, if I'm in a situation and I can't stop talking and it's something really bad, can you just make that, hey, Rachel, come on, let's go over and do this over here. Can you just stop me? Because I will go on and on and on over something that I should have shut up a long time ago about, you know? And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like embarrassing myself because now I've said something, something's come out of my mouth that shouldn't have, because that's my nature. Um, maybe the people or whoever it was supposed to have heard it, maybe not, but sometimes things come out that are a little viperish, and I've been working on that, and I trying to control that instant instant reaction.
Yeah.
um, and that's part of the what your teachings have taught me, the Buddha's eightfold path, you know, and all of the teachings, and I've been learning, and it has helped me so much over the last 3-4 years, in that growth. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, and there's to have regulation within our nervous system. That's what it's about. It's to help us keep healthy. And constant agitation is not good for our bodies when we already have other issues going on, like diabetes, you know, addictions to sugar, whatever our addictions may be to. Mine is, I
Mhm.
feel like all of food. I have an addiction to food. And then it's in reality, it's eating my emotions. And then it's like, well, what emotions am I eating? Right. And so then I skirt it and go to a different direction. So, you
Mhm.
know, that just, I truly believe that each of us is a learner and a leader, sometimes in the same conversation. And that just because we know something on one hand doesn't make us a guru, it just makes us more knowledgeable in that fact. And that we still have much to learn because we just do, because we have focused in one area, or our experiences have put us into a container that we need to get out of. Amy shares, I love how genuine and authentic you are, Rachel.
Oh, well, thank you, Amy. The little delicate soul that she is. She's the
Yes.
little butterfly.
She's got some steel in her, though. She does. Ren shares, what we are prohibited to talk about is what controls us.
Yeah, that is true.
Hmm.
Because we're so afraid of what how the other person will feel or take or accept what we say. Um, that's what I love about Ren so much, because she'll tell you right like it is,
Yeah.
and I still, yeah, I try to be more mindful, but again, there are times can't control myself. Got to have somebody going, hey, sidetrack me over here.
I think there's certain things that we have to be cautious about, like continued employment, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to say what we need to say to have that continued funds coming in to support, you know, eating, having heat, and so forth. But if we manage our time, we can move into a position where we can find another job and be more freer in who we are, and we don't have to be, you know, poked like the bear all the time. But then sometimes we're blinded by when we need to leave. And that's when, you know, sometimes we get fired or circumstances say, well, you're going to have to leave this job. And you don't realize the heaviness of being there until you're actually going. So that's pretty powerful. So Amy is sharing, as you are gathering information and thoughtfully curating your material for the event, what is coming up for you? Are you being challenged in any way that is making you look a bit deeper into things? What's getting your attention?
Well, definitely talking about the romantic partnership just in itself and being creative. I think as a child, somebody had uh, must have made a comment to me or something that I wasn't creative or didn't like my
Mm,
artwork or something that instilled that little thought into my head that I was not creative. Even as an adult, going to the little sip and paint class, right? I've always wanted to paint, never have. But I took it up, went with a friend, and we went to the sip and whatever paint class. And the lady made one comment to me about, in front of the whole group, about a negative comment about my painting. And it was like instantly like being a 5-year-old again and just completely shutting down. Now, this is as an adult, so in my 50s. So that really bothered me because, and I have like the people around me telling me how creative I am and how I can do things, but I'm not seeing it because I think it's a self-confidence thing. So it helps me take a look at that. I need to I need to look within myself, um, for those experiences in my life. What does it mean to me, to be creative? I need to take more classes. And I try to take as many classes as I can now, just because I'm open and I want to keep learning and I want to keep
mhm.
growing. So I always wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a dancer when I was younger. Um, Definitely not built as a dancer.
Well, that's subjective. There's all professional dancing when you're going into a certain field. Yes, if you don't meet the criteria, like you have to look like a little girl to be a gymnast. But if you are doing it for pleasure, if for your own personal pleasure, there is no certain mold that you have to be, as long as you're enjoying it.
Again, I
Right.
think there was a comment that was probably made to me,
Mhm.
about my dancing, and I internalized it, and okay, I
Yeah,
don't want to be a dancer no more.
yeah. Well, I
So
had the
now I'm
same
in my
thing,
50s. I want to go dance.
and you should.
Get out and start moving, and the hip says, "Girl, sit down." What are you thinking?
Maybe that's what your hips need,
Yeah,
is that movement. Maybe it's
movement.
hula. Maybe not Tahitian
Maybe.
dancing yet, where their hips go, but more
Oh,
of a flow in hula. So, I mean,
yeah.
there should be some halaus local that, you can explore it and see if it's something that you want to, add to your experiences. So,
Well,
Amy also shared, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I've been practicing Tai Chi. I've tried incorporating that into my daily routine. And I found this lovely gentleman called Dr. Adam Potts, and he's on YouTube. So if anybody out there has an opportunity to go check him out, because he is amazing. You can
Yeah, I
understand what he's saying. The movements are slow. He walks you completely through it. And I hope to share some of that, with everybody too.
on the 27th.
On the
Yeah.
27th, yes.
Yes. Well, and I watched one of his videos and I did his 10-minute workout. It kicked my butt. It was 10 minutes of for beginners. It's like I'm sweating and going, when is this 10 minutes going to end? It's just like,
That's how I felt the day you wanted to have a dance off. I'm like, oh my God, did she
but
pick the
man, you
longest
did
song?
it.
Yeah, but again, I thought I was going to die too.
Your determination, you say you're going to do something and you do it. That is the things that I know about you, right? And that you're true to your word. You're honest. And maybe there's an edge to that honesty depending on how you're feeling, but it's all good, right? Because you're saying
Yeah.
yes to you.
Mm.
And that's the most important piece. So Amy said that Eric is here listening to be supportive and Veronique is listening on her cell phone. So there's a lot of folks here listening about you. And she said, LMAO, I think about sweating after 10 minutes. I don't know. I never said I was athletic. So, but yeah. So we're running down to the end of our time, and it went really fast. Is there anything that you want the audience to know about anything?
I can't wait to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be an amazing, amazing event. And you're going to love every minute of it. Just bring you and your inner child and come play and have some fun and be open to whatever comes at you. It's okay to say
Awesome.
no too, but
Mm-hmm.
we really encourage you to come heal with us, because that's
Yes.
we also will be healing ourselves as well as you.
Well, and that's the reality of it is when one person is up sharing their workshop, the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
facilitators are participants and we're receiving at the same time. So, so none of us are immune to this. We're on a healing journey together. We're just at different spots on that road. And luckily, we get to go together. We choose to go together, and you might find your new bestie at this experience. So thank you again, Rachel, for being
Thank
here and
you.
sharing your insights with us. I will be back tomorrow. I believe it's at 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, for the next installment of the 30-day countdown to the rhythm of our hearts. Thank you, everybody. Take